All-Star. He's got the best.
This is a game they should remake again, because it wouldn't be nearly as expensive as remaking Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and I'm like, well, they just used the one torch thing 6 times, and they're getting live use out of the same tile sets. And I think about Final Fantasy VII, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Just everything unique and pre-rendered.
Yeah, they do just like any ailment they want, it seems.
It seems that way. It's really annoying. It's annoying that it can be any ailment. It's annoying that it hits all of your party members, and it's annoying that there are 3 of them who can cast it at once.
Yeah. Of course not.
No, they're both silenced. I mean, so far we haven't seen all 3 of them just use that once, but they could, and it could really just mess. And it looked like the first time they used it, it gave us it gave characters multiple status elements at once.
Yeah.
It gave them both forgetfulness and paralysis.
Yeah, that's
Like that may have just been a particularly bad roll for us.
It's like this enemy was forced here to, like, oh man, we haven't introduced any status ailments yet. Well, let's make them deal with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, like, you know, going to the swamp where everything wants to poison you, you know? It's like, how about the mushrooms that just make you confront all status ailments, sometimes at once?
Oh yeah, you can burn this. Cool. Yeah. It makes a really nice sound that we can't hear. I went to a panel at PAX about games writing, and it got me thinking about our RPG idea a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of anything new about it, but it just got me thinking about it for the first time in a few months.
Yeah, it's been a while since we mentioned it. Also, maybe we'll have to sit down sometime. And...
Yeah, I still really like the idea. And they're still silenced.
Oh, they're still silenced. That's so dumb. Yeah. I hate when it sticks around. I don't know why I was expecting it to go away. Just like, oh, new battle, shouldn't be silenced anymore.
It's not so bad for our star and Lernoid star to be silenced. Like, it would be more convenient for Lernoid to be able to use this thing, but you know, we'll probably want to save that mostly anyway. For Lerm, it's the most annoying because she is the caster. And the other 2 we can just wait till... Hell, I don't think it does anything for our star to be silenced.
No.
That's probably why he's not silenced. Otherwise he would have been.
It'd be great if these guys landed a hit.
Yeah, when you get a string of misses just for no other reason than, oh, the dice are just coming up 1 for some reason.
Let's see... Pinwheel for... Chorus. Wait, that's silent.
Fusion. Toy Hammer? No. Forgetfulness. Violet Rose?
There we go, that makes sense. I don't
understand why, but okay. I'll go with it.
Let's see, anyone need some berries rubbed on their faces?
Yeah, may as well. They all could.
Let's see.
Violet Rose. That sounds like an item that just had placeholder in its name until the 11th hour, and then they're like, we have this unused purple rose icon. And they're like, whatever.
Someone, like, offered up their freaking, like, EverQuest avatar name. Name it Violet Rose.
EverQuest won't exist for a few more years. Shut up. Name it Violet Rose.
Shut up, I can't think of any other really good games that would have worked from that time point.
1997. Neck Warrior, maybe?
Violet Rose.
I wanted to waste my neck in my mechanical armor. In my battle bot. The Violet Rose.
I remember having a friend who... his parents were such avid churchgoers that they...
Secret sign?
What the hell is that?
I forget.
They wouldn't let him consume 1 less MP.
Oh, it's a permanent boost. You can give it to... I think you can choose which ability to use it on, so it makes his quick draws cost less. So hold on to it.
Okay. Until
we get more. Or until we cheat our asses off and duplicate them and make everything cost 1 MP.
Yeah.
If we do this, I promise to anyone watching, all 1 of you, if we cheat, we're gonna cheat hard.
Yeah, well, you can only just cheat a little bit.
You don't just make like, you don't get the W item materia and then make 99 potions. You make 99 mega elixirs.
Oh yeah, but my buddy, his mom wouldn't let him play like Street Fighter 2.
Why?
Because it was too violent and stuff. And but they had like a mech game on their computer. It was just like Mech Warrior or something, right? Like that control a robot, add different guns and stuff. And God, like I remember that being the coolest shit. And we'd have to like sneak it. He's like, I don't think my mom knows it's on the computer anymore, and so we'd have to like play it every once in a while, all quiet like. It was great.
My mom wouldn't let me play Magic the Gathering for a long time because she still has it, but she had some weird lingering faith, which is bizarre to me for reasons that are apparent to you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go into here for reasons which are also apparent to you. But she like thought it was evil and the devil and all that. Like, if she had known there were summon mechanics in Final Fantasy VII, she said she probably wouldn't have gotten me that game.
Oh no!
She said that. I'm like, I got this new summon. You can summon Phoenix. And she's like, if I'd known you could summon things, I wouldn't have gotten it for it.
That's such an ignorant thing to like say about a video game. Like, ugh.
Like, and she wouldn't let me play Dungeons and Dragons when I was a kid because she's like, if you die in that game, you have to die for real. I'm like, what? Like, even as a 7-year-old, I thought that was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? So we just need to go south. There's another path down there. Like, I can't... Like, give me some credit. I know I'm a child, just give me some credit for my ability to discern between fantasy and reality. I never thought Mario was real when I was playing that shit when I was 2 years old.
Mom, I'm gonna eat mushrooms and then jump on turtles. Oh no!
Like, that is the equivalent line of thinking. If you believe this will lead to this, then you should believe that Mario will lead to me eating mushrooms and trying to jump on top of turtles. Because it's just as likely.
See, I would have understood if a parent was like, you can't play Magic the Gathering because some of the imagery could be a little too much for...
Especially if you look at those earlier cards, where they weren't going for as much of a mass market appeal. The artwork itself was much... It was good, but it was much darker and grittier.
And that's what I remember. That's the only time I was ever really exposed to those cards.
I might be wrong here, but I think there's one called like Wall of Flesh, and the artwork is just a wall of flesh, and there's like a little fetus in there or something.
Yeah, I just remember a lot of like the imagery was great. It was like some guy getting dragged to his death from like vines or something and underwater, and it's just like whoa,
some real ass looking plague rats and that sort of thing. But no, it was because it was the devil.
Just the devil.
Pretty much.
That's it. Why?
Yeah.
Because the devil.
Like, this is going to lead directly into Satan worship and attempts to summon demons.
You can summon things in that game.
Like, how fucking stupid do you have to be to earnestly believe those things?
You have to be... It's weird. It's a type of stupidity that requires, like, no effort, because I think if you're actually, putting an effort towards being that dumb, you might stop to think. It's just kind of like no thinking. You're just like, oh, it must be the devil. I'm going to stop thinking about it now. Like, that's as far as I can think about it and still believe myself. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
God, and she held on to that for... I think I was 15 when she finally let me play Magic. And obviously I didn't have income, so it's like the only way I could play it is at the time if she got me the cards. It's like 15 years old and you're still holding on to this weird...
Richard. That's ridiculous.
God. I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about that got us onto that line. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm too busy.
Let's just burn the brush.
Yay! I bet it feels awesome to set it all on fire. I don't know why he can't walk through it, but...
Well, it's just so... You ever take your clothes off and run backwards naked through a cornfield?
Oh man, I haven't watched that movie in so long.
Yeah. I don't know if Dave Chappelle was proud or ashamed of that movie. Because he talks about how he was trying to make a pop movie. And he watched the final product and was like, I made a pop movie for kids, damn it.
Like, I don't know, watching that movie, I can't imagine him trying to make a movie of any other tone besides that one. Like, how do you approach that subject matter with those jokes and everything? Was it supposed to be real? Was it
No,
supposed to be, like,
I think it was always supposed to be a comedy. I think he just didn't realize like what kind of a raw appeal it was gonna have for kids.
Oh yeah, like he made it, you know, strangely kid friendly. That's for sure.
Like, as even when he's chanting "I got some pussy,"
yeah,
it's still in such a cartoonish way, and even the pictures they're showing are just so PG rated. It's like, oh, that's funny.
What's over here? Whose footprints are these? Bert, you know you can leave that big crate. Yeah, but look at him when he sees my footprints. He asks whose they are.
Here's another one of those weird situations where it's 3 of the same enemy. The 2 on the left are a group, and the one on the right is just on his own.
I was like so into just final blow. That doesn't sound good.
Fatal blow.
Oh, fatal blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like selecting it, and I was like, oh man, that wasn't a group. At least that guy's really gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
Howie.
It would be nice if the damage of that spell scaled with the number of enemies it's hitting.
Yeah.
It's that if you do cast it on one target, it does more damage, and then if you cast on multiple targets, it does less damage.
That's kind of weird that it doesn't. I never really paid attention.
I think going down the other path, there were some exploding boxes.
Oh yeah.
Potion berry, you get kind of a potion berry. So we're level 13, and we're already way past the point where heal berries are efficient.
Yeah, that's why I got like 50 of them.
Yeah.
And I just mash them all over their mouths.
It's not, the healing items aren't really scaling that well, because a heal berry is 200 HP, which was way too much, and now it's not very much at all. And now potion berry is 1000 HP, which is back to being way too much.
Yeah, way too much. Man, that sucks. They all ran away, so I just wasted that Sonic Buster. Oh well.
Well, at least his MP got restored at some point.
Oh, I gave him a berry.
Oh.
Or carrot.
Oh,
carrot.
okay, yeah.
Because the berry was 1000, which is like, why?
Yeah, but then we've gone from tens of HP to hundreds of HP. Or we've gone from tens of HP to nearly 1000 HP in 11 levels. We're at like level 12 now. So 1000 will be on par with what we have here shortly. And then shortly after that, we'll have exceeded it, I think. I don't know, I forget quite how the HP scales in this game.
I mean, it was these guys, it was their first RPG, but you know.
Sure.
They had to have messed up a little bit somewhere.
Oh yeah, and you know, playing it now, the writing isn't stellar.
Yeah. So these treasure chests, they look a little suspicious because they're just there.
These are the brown ones that explode.
Oh. Okay.
Throw his ratty friend at them.
But it'll explode, won't it? Nah, you'll be fine.
You okay?
Even though there's that pause there. Which is weird.
Like, they all have heal berries, and I think that's kind of the trollio. If you didn't realize you could do that and not get blown up, you're like, okay, one of these has to have something better than a heal berry.
Oh no.
Or, I think he learns a new quick draw here.
Oh, sweet.
The bigger they are, the
bigger they are, the harder they fall. If we hit one of those rocks, we're goners. Ho-ho.
So if I use my sword from higher up, it will always do more damage?
Well, I wouldn't say always, but it wouldn't hurt.
It'll hurt them.
Maybe it's worth a try.
Oh man, that's so cool. Oh no.
This is where it came from.
Now I gotta try it.
So it's a double thing. It's like you learn your fast draw, but it's also the trollio. Just like buying your friend 20 copies of Hitch and wrapping them all individually, so he has to open them one at a time.
She's gonna blast over these guys.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, do that strange attack. No.
the stronger they are, the longer it takes them to learn it.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying him out. He's like, nah, that didn't feel right. Counter-attack.
And so your friend's like 16 copies into Hitch. And he's like, okay, there's no way my best friend in the whole world bought me 20 copies of Hitch as a wedding gift. He wouldn't do that. One of these has to be something else.
And then you wrap one just a little bit.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you know what? I'm going to save that one. Because that's probably it. And I want to see if you really bought me 19 copies of Hitch.
Ooh. Blam.
Meteor Drive.
Was it dive or drive? Was it drive?
I don't know.
Pizza out.
And then he picks up that last box and cracks it open just right. So the first thing he sees is Will the Fresh Prince Smith's. Heal him up real quick. He's at 55 health.
Oh damn.
It's Will the Fresh Prince Smith's $1 million grin on the cover of critically acclaimed Hitch.
And he's just like, wow. You really did that.
You did it.
See?
You really. This wasn't on the registry, but you did it.
That'd be great. It'd be great to see how cheap you could get them, especially, at any given
I know
time.
how cheap you can get them. I've looked into this.
And then just like wrap. I would love to wrap one. Yeah, just in a slightly bigger box, just for that false hope.
Here's the thing. I thought about this, and I even asked. I know I asked you about it at some point, and I may have posted on Facebook. But I was wondering, like, which would be worse? He's opening a big box and seeing all at once Devanova. Devanova. Holy crap!
I'm gonna shoot that thing.
Like opening a big box at once and realizing it's just filled with 20 copies of Hitch. Or getting 20 individually wrapped packages and finding out one at a time, slowly, that they each have Hitch.
Oh yeah, each one separately would be worse. Way worse. Like, because you'd open up a big box and you'd just like laugh, like, huh, and then close it.
Mm-hmm. But like it hits you all at once. You're just, there's no way I'm looking at 20 copies of Hitch.
But the time of unwrapping each, because you have to. Like, what
you
if
have to? Yeah, exactly. What if you got you a
Yeah.
copy of some rare movie you've been looking out for?
Or like one of them's a game or something, or
it could be almost anything in there. And then what if he just got like boxes of Hitch but put other things inside of them? Now I have to go through and open each case.
Yeah, exactly. Because so one of some of them you take the time to actually take the plastic off, and so he's like, maybe there's something different inside because he took the plastic off. So why'd you take the plastic off? See, then what you got to do then is you got to like make it like a big thing where you hide like clues inside that lead to something.
Leads to a 21st copy of Hitch.
Yeah. Well, I want to save up for that summon guardian and see if that happens. Yeah, and he's like, oh, this is a puzzle. This is like, that kid trying to find the hole to put that key in in that one movie. I can't remember what it's called. And then you finally get there, and it's just one more Hitch. I don't know what works best on this thing. Somebody's doing different stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably water, but I don't know if we have water. Or what was that movie where he was a superhero? Hancock.
Yeah.
You get to the thing, and it's a copy of Hancock. And then Men in Black 2.
No, 3. It's gotta be Men in Black 3.
I don't know which was worse.
Wait, was 2 the one with the Balchinians?
Yeah, with the Balchinians.
Oh,
who got balls on their chins.
That one's so bad.
Because when you want to tell your audience to go fuck themselves, why not?
Should I do all their Guardians?
Yeah, it doesn't consume MP, and you're not going to be able to not use it. And this will probably kill it. Yep. I'm a dragon.
What's the...
Oh, I'm the killer. I'm gonna run away.
We had built up all this tension for our no audience. And it's like, what is this summon gonna look like? And then it didn't happen.
You should really kill him too.
Why are they dying?
Just taking a lot of damage.
next time. Try to get some summon action going on. The noise that
you
baby...
sure like to burn things.
That noise that Baby Legs likes to make when he runs fast.
I don't know if that's it at all. Or it's like...
Yeah, something like that. This is the noise I like to make when I think I'm running fast.
Fucking two brothers.
Wait.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, what am I doing? Sonic Buster does...
I would just use the physical attack on these guys. They're really weak.
Oh, so it only does it to a group.
Oh, okay. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah. I remember getting pretty sick of that song from like Rock Band.
I was just thinking of Rock Band, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I thought about that, it occurred to me that Rock Band and Guitar Hero are coming back at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And this is a dark world I don't want to live in.
What's it gonna be? Like, what could they possibly... I heard they're doing something where you can't really fail, and then it makes me just wonder what the point is.
There are other rhythm games where you... Did you go into both those games?
I don't know which
And then
one
you came out of
I
one.
came out of this one.
Okay.
And then,
so
there's
there must be,
this.
like, goodies in this one.
Ooh.
Or this might be progression. I don't think this is progression.
You don't think this is?
If it is progression, we can probably just go...
Because these have
This
always...
seems like progression.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
you're
have-
right. These
these have
statues. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know which one it is. It's one of the new, whatever reincarnation of that fucking,
Mhm.
Rock Band, Guitar Hero, that game. And it's like, you can't lose, and you can just sort of do what you want.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's the point then?
I
What do you
feel-
fucking do?
I think it's Rock Band. Well, I don't know which one's doing that. No, yeah, I think it's Rock Band where they're recording a bunch of people pretending to be a crowd, as well as a group of people pretending to be the band, instead of just using 3D assets for everything.
Oh, wow.
And it looks kind of unsettling.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We can do it.
Alright, let's start shooting bullets at this guy, I guess, because why not? Yeah, I was watching a video of some, when like you're watching a video of someone like demonstrating a game, and whoever's playing it probably hasn't played a game before, but they're just tasked with that job of doing it.
Yeah.
And this girl was just like, yeah, I'll play the bass guitar, and then she's like doing stuff, and it's just like you can do whatever you want because apparently you can't lose, and she's just like trying to do a solo, and it's like, no, this is a thing. Yeah, it looks like you can just do what you want.
Okay. Speaking of people showing a game that they've obviously never played before, I was at PAX with Marissa, and we went to the Sony booth, and they had some kiosks up for Life is Strange.
Oh, okay.
And she asked them about it, and the woman standing there, Summon Guardian! And the woman who had been hired by Sony with the sole task of explaining to congoers what Life is Strange is, knew fuck all about the game.
What did she say? Did she have a
She-
canned answer?
No,
like
she didn't even have a good canned answer. Maybe she was just tired. It was Monday. It'd been PAX.
No, not even the script.
I'm sure a lot of guys were trying to come on to her, but she didn't have like a good... If she had a good script to go off, she completely forgot it.
She just didn't give a fuck anymore.
No. She's like, well, it's kind of... The best she did is... Well, it's kind of like a telltale, like, choose your own adventure sort of thing.
She
But
doesn't know.
You're like a high school teenager, and she goes on for a couple of minutes like this.
She
and
probably didn't even know what telltale meant. She probably was just told this.
Yeah. That's probably one of the words she heard most often was telltale, choose your own adventure.
And she was like, oh, okay, I can
And
do
you're
that.
like
Got
kind
it.
of a teenager, and like you're going through like teenage problems, and she goes on like this for a couple of minutes, and she doesn't even scratch the core mechanic of the game.
Like the whole time. It's
Yeah,
like time
and
travel,
so-
like reversing
And so
time
I
shit.
kind of just almost rudely cut her off at some point. And I'm like,
You're like-
I want to sum it up for Marissa. I'm like, there's also this. I'm like, There's also this core mechanic of the game where you're able to rewind time, and so whenever you make a choice, you can go back and see what the outcome of the other choices are. So then you can see what your outcomes are and then choose them based on that.
It's like, ma'am, excuse me while I do your job for you. So let me explain this game I don't really know that much about, but apparently know more than this person does.
That I only know about because everyone's up its ass?
You have to, like...
Because your friend can kill himself in episode 2 or 3, and people are like, I could have saved her.
Oh, this is gonna get us in trouble if
I
anyone
don't
watches
care.
this.